So it looks like we're having some server issues. We're just trying to update the server. We're connecting at the moment. I'll keep you apprised. Well, we're finally on the server. Let's see what happens.
Local check, local check.
Training. As you will notice, Armour has updated. What does it mean for us? Not much really. A lot of it seems to be quality of life updates, and then also for this new Creator DLC, I will use this opportunity to go over how RG treats DLC. DLC is not necessary to play as part of Gambler. I believe that the Jets DLC and the Helicopters DLC, or certainly the Jets DLC, is typically required to play with Talon, and there's no DLC required to play with Vegas. This new DLC that's come out is actual DLC. It's not the same as the Armour DLC. This DLC has not been downloaded onto your computer, which means it's also not on the server, so please do not use it while connecting to the server. That being said, I personally have downloaded it. I've bought it because I'll be using it in my own time. I like using G3s because they're a particular favourite gun of mine, although I'm sure some people will accuse me of copying them. It is individual training tonight, guys. I understand one or two people would like me to give them Zeus access, which I'll be doing so shortly. No one else do anything like logging into the server or anything like that, just so we can keep down the numbers of Zeuses, or certainly keep track of, so we know who's doing what. That is pretty much it from me. If anyone's got any questions or anything like that, more than happy to answer them. But beyond that, if you'll excuse me, I am just going to go respawn. But that's it. You guys can kick off on training.
Training.
Just a quick one.
Oh,
like I was saying about DLC with Talon, if you don't have the Jets or Helicopters DLC and want to join Talon, that's still not a problem. Because I'll be brutally honest, I forgot about downloading it and I didn't have it for years. So,
You
yeah.
would have had the content automatically. Those DLCs, so bots, tanks, bipods, everything like that, is all automatically downloaded to your game.
Oh yeah, no, but I didn't actually have access to it, so I was just to
okay.
get that shitty menu. Yeah, for years.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's don't think that you if you're short on funds or whatever, that you can still join Talon.
Oh, fair enough.
We're not behind a paywall.
No one's behind a paywall. Let's be honest. When we give Talon jets, they're typically F-18s or Harriers. We don't use the Black Wasp much, just occasionally. And beyond that, everything else is pretty much in the base game. But yeah, I will be available for Zeus access. I'm giving 2 people Zeus so far. But I will see you guys a little later. Let me know if anyone's got any questions or worries or anything like that. Stamps will be back, I believe, on Saturday. He is coming all the way from Las Vegas, so expect him to have a little bit of jet lag on Sunday. So let's make sure that Sunday is a good tight operation. See you guys later.
Right.
Oh, so yeah, sorry, announcements. Can't
This
believe
may
I
be
forgot those.
rescinded, but everyone should be aware of a post Stabcon made on the forums roughly 2 months ago with regards to an RG reporter slot. It hasn't really been much fanfare, and no one seems to have gone for it, which is a pity. However, that will be. I'm reminding people that is going to be open for my mission this Sunday. So check the post if you're interested and you want to take a promotional role or a media role, or just not, be in a combat role, want to try something different. That will be open. Contact me and I'll contact your squad leader. Pretty much as soon as you can.
Cool. You get like you get to have like an overall like bird's eye view aspect of that as well, don't you, with the reporter role? So it's like you get to see everything that's going on. Is that correct?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's first person.
I might have misheard
It
that.
does have the splendid
G-cam
cam on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so you will be able to manipulate a camera and go elsewhere, but there are certain rules, guys, and it's not a chance to just fuck around. Trust me, you don't want to do that in my mission. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, hit me up as soon as possible, and I'll take you through the role and shit like that, and I'll get it approved. It's only temporary, obviously, for this mission only, but
Awesome. Yeah. So last thing, actually, before I forget. Well, actually, firstly, did Talon have any announcements?
Nothing from me.
Awesome. In which case, the only thing for me is that, of course, instant death is still on today. All Gambler squads are doing individual training. If you can't make instant death work with it, then feel free to do so. However, of course, just make sure that you're not just, having a friendly firefight and friendly firing each other all over the place. But that's it from me. Time to log into Zeus.
Blade on me
Just a
by the
second.
hangar west.
Blade is a gambler, please hold still.
fuck's sake, Kimbo.
Roger.
Radio check.
Gee, I wonder if you just gave people Zeus.
This is gambler. You are now allowed to move again, Kimbo.
Roger that.
Funny
Many
you
thanks.
mention fucking
Only for Red Squad today.
pay barrier as well. And the different
Yeah.
Vegas used to have a stick
Fucking
when I joined that you had to have donated
Outlive,
a certain amount
stuck on
for it to
ease.
apply.
fucking frustrated.
Oh, wow. Never heard that.
Yep. I don't think it was very
Right, for now,
stupid.
What is this?
actually, could you just grab a
I do not know.
or delegate somebody to grab
Let me
a
check the
warrior,
spot.
please?
It does say something about it. It says kick time.
Not that one.
In the server conference. So it might just be with the left as default.
That wasn't a warrior.
I actually thought you said kick Talon, and I was like, what?
Nope.
Ghost, where you at?
Oh yes, definitely.
IFV, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, but which one?
Alright,
That one. No.
150. Yeah, come on,
You
straight.
bust 3, I think.
Go out the way.
Oh, right. Okay.
There's
Come
only
out
one more.
already!
There's only one more.
There we go.
Yeah, looks like it's whether it's
No,
manual kick.
that's
You know
the
what? We
Bradley.
can work with that. Go on,
Okay,
jump in the
cool.
Bradley.
Okay.
We'll work with that. I don't think the warrior's in the garage.
Right, let's bring the vehicle out
Straps?
barrier northeast, please. Please don't squash any of command.
Oh my god, I was terrified then that.
See you around.
Right, Blade. Everyone else, northeast, come on.
Templar, can you be driver please? Outlive gunner.
of like we're a little bit.
Yeah.
The fuck, actually?
What's wrong?
You're running around like you have no head.
Really? I'm inside the vehicle. I thought. You sure that wasn't outlift?
Might have been.
Right, all
Oh
in.
yeah, it's probably out there.
No, I'm inside.
Okay. Shley, can you hear me, local?
Very local.
Right. I want you to take us out to the objective marker, please. Just as we're getting into Telos.
Yeah, copy that scene. Templar, take us out, please. Once we hit the main road, take a right. Left. What's wrong now, Zezek?
Look at the inventory of the vehicle.
And right. Then right again.
So what's in the inventory?
Well, we certainly don't use this vehicle anymore.
Oh, target did a hit.
Hold fire.
I can't even aim because our driver isn't turned
Left.
in.
That's it. Okay, hold here. Kimbo, we're in position.
Yeah, roger that. For now, please, just can we get? I'm not going to be involved on this, but can we get the vehicle? Turn it round, go back down the road for about another 100 meters, and then practice doing peels, please, and then peeling back into the vehicle. Brake. Wigital, if you can be in charge of the peeling, calling out the comms for that, please. Just liaise with Steve for when we're ready to peel.
Copy. You mean disembark, embarking, or?
Yes, mate. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Templar, go ahead. Unless you've got questions.
No, I'm fine.
Right, go.
I have many questions, but I will not ask. Proceeding.
Ask away.
No, thank you.
Hold vehicle. Infantry out, PL right.
Roger. Lowest
What is-
number, go.
What's the object?
Let's just set fucking infantry numbers instead of using the normal numbers, I guess.
So we're getting up?
I don't think Victor knows his number. No, I don't
That's just what I
remember my
thought.
number.
Oh well.
Just call it
Traps,
out names
go.
wise, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna revise and go over the SOP.
Traps, go.
I feel like that's what we need.
This is
Or not. Traps. Good go.
Actually,
Zezek.
So
Yeah, Templar.
do you think maybe we just need to kind of, from the ground up, go over the SOP just at least once?
Victor.
Yeah, I agree.
Luigi out.
We'll see how this goes.
Gonna have control over my turret now.
Ground team set. You need it?
Good work, guys.
But okay.
Board up.
Well, need is a big word, but I do like to be able to look around.
Not quite, but go on, would you?
That peel, so I should have gone first.
That's right.
Traps. Yes.
That's what the training's for. Don't worry about it.
Traps, are you still in?
Gather up the fucking troops. Let's go over this. Wedgie peeling.
Outlook, just a question. Are you able to turn out?
Negative.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, this vehicle isn't as fun as the ones we used to.
In those regards, I don't even have an inside view. I just have my my cannon view. So when you turn out, I literally can't do anything.
I'm aware
It's
of
just-
that, yeah.
How's it looking, ground team? We ready to try again? Boarding up?
Yeah, we're just discussing.
Yeah, it is. To be honest, this thing has nicer weapons, but I know I see what you mean. It feels nicer to drive the Warrior, like the turning out and stuff.
Yeah. Can you try to turn out now? See what happens.
Okay,
Yeah. It literally rotates my cannon back to the front.
yeah, okay, cool. Turning in.
Thanking you. Well, when you're turned in, you can't see anything, can you?
I can see ahead of me.
Yeah, I can see the same.
If you know what the vehicle is you want,
Clear, remember?
you can request it.
You mean if we want a different vehicle?
If you want a different vehicle, request it from Kimber. Well, I'll request it if you know the name of it.
Isn't it just... Is this the Warrior, right?
No, this is the Bradley.
That we just want a Warrior, correct?
They're all warriors to me.
We use the Warrior more often, don't we?
Stay put,
missions,
Mumbo,
yes.
you'll get teleported as soon as we can.
Copy that. It's the slightly more British one, that's why.
Oh, it's more square, isn't it?
Could I one time request Warrior?
Once Kimbo's finished sorting those guys out.
To be fair though, this might just be very obscure, but
Shots heard.
Yeah, Kimbo getting
Can I
Mombus
just have
attention.
engine off and can I get you guys over to me a second, please? Sorry, Mumbo, I don't know if you could hear me on the
Yeah, I can hear you.
the Dubro Firkin.
Say
We
again?
have a Schlee, we have an Outlive, and we have a Templar. Alright, okay guys, so we've got full numbers again, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this opportunity whilst we do, just to go over some numbers for people. So what I want you to do is everybody just to make a note of all the numbers on a piece of paper or a notepad or something like that on the desktop, just quickly so they can reference it and we've all got the same thing. Could you all confirm that you're able to do that?
Yes, Gambler
Hold
units
on.
on GamblerNet.
Fine,
Please be
something
advised that
about
dev
that.
staff are to be made aware or are
You already
already
have
aware
the
that there are a
mod
couple of
file.
settings on the medical menus
I have
and
Okay,
one
give me
some
some
EA
before
settings
I
which
get
are currently unavailable. Break. Please be advised that dev staff are attempting to make a workaround without restarting the server. Gambler out.
Right, so there might be a bit of an issue with the medical menu tonight, guys. The devs are aware of it. They're trying to find a workaround. So, right, so starting with the number 9 man in the squad. That's Templar, your number 9 dude. And then number 8 is Shraps. Number 7, lucky for some, is Zezek. I feel like I'm fucking calling bingo numbers out now. Number 6 is now Wigital, because you're now on red. Okay. I'm really sorry to do this to you, Mumbo, but you're no longer Mumbo number 5. So, Shlee, you're going to be number 5. Acknowledge.
Shlee's Mumbo number 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mumbo, you're number 4.
Okay.
Victor, you're number 3.
Roger.
Outlive, you're number 2.
Roger.
And I'm fucking number 1. Alright? All good?
No. No.
There you go, it's in the Blake post.
Zezek, what's the matter?
No, I'm just... I don't... Yeah, thank you, Outlive.
Got it? Cool.
Who's number 7 again?
If you check the Blade thingy, the Blade Steam chat, I've put it in there for everyone.
I've also stuck it under a different channel called Squad Info because that's going to get lost. If it's under Squad Info, it'll always be there.
Yeah, good shout, man. Good shout. Nice one. Right, so we...
So basically, the only thing that changed is Shlee and Mumbo.
Yeah, and yourself, mate, with Victor.
Well, yeah, but according to the TeamSpeak channel, the numbers are there, and the only thing that changed are 5 and 4, right?
No, because you were on blue team, mate, so you would have been number 3. But you're no longer number 3, you're number 6.
I know, but according to the list, I am number 6.
Before he was 6.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that. But we're going off this document for now. Okay. So
Yep.
what I would like us to do is these numbers, like these are the numbers. I don't want us to deviate from these from now. So if we're on a vehicle crew, Templar obviously is not going to be first to peel out
Gambler, this
because
is
he's number
Dustin
9
Cole.
and he's the driver. So it will then go Shraps, Zezek, Ouija. Then Shlee's obviously the commander, so it skips Shlee. And then it goes Mumbo, Victor, and then Kimbo. Makes sense? Because the other guys are obviously vehicle crew.
Roger.
Is that cool? Come on, guys.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Right, so what I want us to do then is, because that peel wasn't the best, I want us to just board up in the Vic now. Don't just keep it where it is, crew. Don't move the Vic. We'll just have the ramp up. And then what I want us to do is I want us to peel out, but I want us to peel out right. So if I say peel out right, it means you go right out of the vehicle, like the way that you'd come out of it. Does that make sense? Would you rather me say left of the vehicle, peel out to the left of the vehicle, or peel out to the right of the vehicle? And we
Left
just
of
go...
the vehicle, right of the vehicle.
Yeah, okay, so that will be referenced from the way the vehicle is actually facing, yeah? So when you jump out the back of the Vic and it goes black and then you get your fucking visual again, you just quickly look at the vehicle, see which way it's pointing, and you go either left or right of the Vic. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Everyone, mount back up, please.
Really doesn't want to let me.
Outlive to Shlee.
Go ahead.
Can we request a wall, you know?
Yeah, Kimbo, could you try and spawn us in a warrior while we're doing this peel, please? Right, gentlemen, disembark. Left. Peel left.
Right, boys, yeah. So who's the first out then, guys? You got your numbers?
7 up.
6 up.
3 out.
1 out.
Nice work, very nice work.
Right, boys, so once you're out of the vehicle, it makes sense that it's just reverse of the order that you were in when you get back in. But, vehicle crew, confirm you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
There's one person out
What I
of
want
line.
us to do is I want infantry
Yeah,
to
I've
push,
got it.
then extended line west, and then I want the vehicle to follow us up slowly behind. I'll give the call when we stop, and we'll just do a re-embark. Understood?
Yep, sounds good.
Right, boys, we're up. Weapons up. Walking pace. Let's go.
Old vehicle. Wait till you got them in the your line of sight, Templar.
Let's pick it up. Let's go a bit more of a jogging pace. Come on.
And then follow them out at your leisure. Cannon front.
He's coming back on comms.
Right, infantry, take a knee.
Get flush with them. This is it. Hold. Oh, perfect.
Sleep.
Vehicle in position.
We're going to re-embark then. One going.
Just turn the gun a little tiny. I can't see what's the
Three
what's
going.
happening. There you go.
Four leaving.
Mumbo's leaving. No.
You bellend. Shlee.
Then I have this weird glitch from my position where I can only see
7
heads,
Felix.
helmets, backpacks and weapons. The body is like visible. So it must be really good camo.
Good feeling.
Cool. Good work, guys. I think in a combat scenario, you'd be a lot more fluid. You'd chase the guy behind you a lot more promptly. Obviously, there might be a bit of suppression fire going down and things like that as well. And we wouldn't usually use radio. We just use local for calling numbers. But yeah.
I think obviously, depending on what people feel most comfortable with. If you're somebody that's usually quite quiet, like a soft-spoken like Mumbo or Wigital, then I'm all for you guys coming over the radio because it's going to come through clearer. But obviously, so long as you call out to the person that you pass, who's last man, that you move in, so they're switched on. That's pretty much all you need to do. Right. Okay. So what I want us to do then, I want us to spin the vehicle around 180 degrees, please. And then I want us to travel into the little town that's back there. Talos, is it?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, is that the end of the instruction?
So, Shlee and vehicle crew, please, if you could drive to the town of Talos. When you reach the chapel, there's a fork in the road. Brake. I want you to take the right-hand road that goes through the town, please. Thanks.
Please confirm the first dirt road or the second dirt road.
The first dirt road, so it will be literally the first major right, please.
See.
Copy. Slow speed to 25. Maybe a little bit slower actually. Let's do 20.
Can we call numbers when disembarking?
Say again?
I'm saying, can we call numbers when disembarking?
Absolutely.
We should. In local.
Alright, Shlee, stop the Vic.
Hold Vic.
Right, what I want you to do is I want you to spin the vehicle 90 to the left, please. And I want you to cut through this little like alleyway here. Go through the blue corrugated fence, please. So you'll be going direct north towards the windmills.
Moving. On that heading.
That's it, just keep going on this heading. So when you get to this next T-junction in the road, I want you to hook a right, please.
Is it weapons tied, or is it, oh, because there's civilians there with a person?
Hold vehicle. Weapons tight. He's not going to hurt us with that. Kimbo, we've got civilians up front.
1 times armed.
Roger. Okay. So
Recommend
guys,
infantry disembark.
yeah, exactly. Let's get the infantry disembarked then, please.
Scanning for priority targets.
Waiting for the order.
Infantry out.
Somebody's already
Hit out.
Did he just throw some? They're throwing grenades.
What, to engage them?
Hold fire, hold fire. Shoot to injure them, guys, if you see them.
It didn't seem like they were the shooters, it seems like he's protecting the civilians.
Wait one.
But there was an explosion.
Engage, engage.
Hold fire.
Hold fire, hold fire.
Just throw a grenade.
Spread out, guys.
I heard. Someone is throwing grenades, but it's not them.
It is them, I can see the guy throwing it.
Civilians throwing grenades.
For me, they have no animation to throw then.
Person behind it. There's one armed person behind them.
Guys.
Schley, make a call, mate. Make a call.
I don't have a clear shot.
I'd say gun them down.
Just all of them. Some of them might be civilians. I'm waiting for a direct order from you, Slee. I'm not taking responsibility.
Right. Okay. Hold.
Interesting training, Kimber, because to be honest, I'm completely torn between ripping them apart and backing off.
Right, boys.
I would have flashed
If that guy there with the gun was gonna fucking kill us now, right? He would have fucking opened fire. If he's throwing grenades, then that's a fuck up on my part. But just bear in mind, I don't usually do the Zeusing, so I can't be 100% on that. What we'll do then, from this scenario, we've just pulled up, the road's blocked, we've got civilians, one of them's obviously visibly armed, he's got a group of people with him, so what we're going to do is we're going to treat it like they're not very friendly towards us, yeah? So, can I get the rest of the infantry guys on me, please, so I can have a quick huddle? In fact, you know what, engine off, guys, I'll get the crew so we can all discuss what's going on.
Nade out.
It's the civilians that are throwing grenades.
Right, guys, engage.
Brutal.
To be honest, I think it was one person throwing grenades and 3 hostages or something.
You're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Right, boy, infantry, push up.
Vehicle crew, reimbark. Templar, don't question the ways.
But I don't understand what's happening, actually. What are we doing?
For this, I think it's Skimbo that did something wrong, which he meant to try as a well thing.
It was a good example though, wasn't it? Because you know, I was expecting the infantry to shoot the guy with the gun. I didn't want Outlive to do it because.
Let's get some security on the go, guys.
High explosive rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've got the what's it, the M24C. But
yeah,
it's
but that's gonna rip him apart.
It's gonna do more than just rip him apart. Plus the fact that it's always range of 200 and it is a bit off to the right from the center. I would probably just gun down 3 of them.
Yeah.
I shall just
So,
observe.
Kimbo, I think on reflection, you know, I wouldn't have used the vehicle to engage because the chances of civilian casualties. Get the infantry out, get them to deal with the armed contact, and then well, see what the civilians are doing. Obviously, I think if they were throwing grenades, I'd just shoot them on the spot.
Yeah, the good thing is though, guys, I mean, like, everyone just kind of, like, held off, and they didn't just gun them down straight away.
Do you think...
It was obviously Chinaris civilian, so I didn't really think that being a civilian fucking faction that they would have thrown grenades at us, so that is a short sight on my part, right? But I do think it probably highlighted what, you know, can happen sometimes. It's not always black and white as what's going on. So, what have we got, guys? Just let us know what were they carrying, what kind of inventory did they have on them?
if I'm quite honest.
The grenades were in the truck.
Let's pull the vehicle up alongside the yellow building.
Oh, the
And
grenades were actually in
U-turn,
the truck
face
then.
northwest.
Gun facing backwards.
Kimbo, can you heal me? Can't seem to use the fucking station kit.
Yeah, wait one.
Kimbo, me too.
Kimbo, for some reason I cannot stitch.
I said there was the devs are aware of an issue, so just bear with us, please.
Oh, dear me.
Actually.
You know, I have a feeling
Does
that the
it
medical
just,
system isn't
dissipate,
working. I
please,
don't
mate?
know why.
Just, walk over by the pickup.
You feel bastard.
Slee, I can't bandage my toe, please help.
I'll PM Caesar.
Actually,
Yes.
what is the what is the
There's like, be advised, mate. I can't actually interact with your player.
Yes, Outlaw.
what's the call sign for Vivek?
Alright.
Oscar
Kimbo?
Mike.
Kimbo?
If they ask,
Yes,
can we call it Daddy?
You need to look underneath the CBA utilities. You're looking for add objects to curator. Place it in between all of us and change the range to like 25 meters. Then it'll add all of us to you so that you can heal us.
Actually, is that a good idea?
That sounds so complicated.
Yeah, but can we get the call sign Daddy?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Just confirm again. Sorry. So what am I looking for? Temp.
Okay, so under your you know you can select units, groups, empty, modules, so on and so forth, markers. Yeah, confirm.
Roger. Is it in modules?
It's under modules, and it's one of the CBA ones.
Add remove editable objects, perhaps.
Correct. Place that on top of us and change the range to it so that it will include all of us.
Bunny inside.
Roger that, and then I can just heal that.
Yeah, you should now see a circle on the unit.
Did you know that they modelled the bunnies quite perfectly?
Does that work?
Yeah, it's probably the best graphic model in the game.
Yeah, to be honest, it is.
Yeah, got it right. Nice one, cheers, dude.
No problem.
Okay, you report that.
Right, guys. Yeah, let's do a walking patrol then, please. I want us to go back up this this road here. We'll go up towards the east. So Wigital, if you want to take out the infantry, if we want to get the vehicle following us as well, please, just slowly along behind.
Let's spin the vehicle around. Yeah, copy that. Is there enough room for us to get past that truck?
Yeah, be advised, infantry are just shifting that out your way now.
Over it.
Alright, Templar, we're following them out.
East.
Get ready to be Kimbird.
Red. Right side.
You want me to loan in the two?
Right, guys, so let's just go under the, hang on, let's just be under the assumption that all civilians are hostile towards us, though they are still civilians, so you do have to follow that escalation of force procedure.
Oh my god.
Zez, can you go blue for this? With Kimbo's consent.
Yeah, Roger, it's fine.
Could we get Templar on green?
I don't think he likes that colour. Do you have a preference, Templar?
I'm proud of being red, but I don't mind.
Red pride. Yeah, we could go yellow, but...
Yeah, Kimber will get money. I'm still wondering, are we alpha now, or are we daddy?
Yeah, if you want to request a call sign, by all means, but I don't know.
I'm requesting a call sign at our 2-second IC.
I'm the kind of guy who won't decide on something until I feel inspired in the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's
He's
got to
trying
be
to say
like...
that the call sign you picked is shit.
What?
He's trying to say pick a better call sign.
Daddy.
Oh.
How, how about like sugar or something?
Yeah, that will work. Church bench could also work.
Follow the infantry up.
The infantry still... Oh no, that's Kimbo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I kept looking and it was actually Kimbo.
Does Kimbo hear us when he's out there?
Nope. Let's head full and catch them.
Driver full.
So, call sign sugar. That would work for me.
Infantry, report. Hold vehicle.
There are civilians all around us.
Another contact up the road. He's not shooting though.
Recommend you regroup. You're a little bit spread out in this courtyard.
Just out behind the pergola. He's laying on the road. There are grenades.
Red team, I recommend you move north and then bound across the street east. With blue covering.
Got one contact laying down on the street.
Let's move up ahead to assist blue covering.
Blue, you got contact on him? Or sorry, eyes.
Hey, firm, got him in my sights.
Roger, approaching.
Standby for transportation.
If you're running around in a jacket to the north.
And now he blows himself up.
Good work. I guess. It's the new one. We're going to continue our patrol east once you believe we're secure.
guys over to one place.
Guys, let's regroup. We're not heading north, we're heading east.
Well, that would make a pretty big mess, wouldn't it, if we're in a Vic?
Give her a message.
What are blue team doing?
CV secure, top stay indoors. We have another CV to our east.
It's on.
Seeing he's unarmed, acting a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, because normal civilians, while
What's
having
Traps
guns
doing?
pointed at them, will crawl around on the road.
Let's regroup on the main road. Don't think that guy's very important right now.
He's wearing sandals, he's innocent.
Alright, let's go for a quick index there, guys. Right, bear me a second.
I think I can only say get to the main road and head east so many times before. Yeah, I don't know. Do you? If I said if I suddenly became abrupt, would you be surprised?
If it suddenly became what?
Abrupt, like move your fucking ass.
Oh no, this was your third time. I think your third time should be fucking move your ass.
Let's disembark. I missed whatever you said. Tempo, by the way. I said I missed what you said. I'd left the vehicle.
Alright, who arrested this guy here?
VG.
Right, okay, wicked stuff. If you're in an environment like this, yeah, like we had on Sunday, not every civilian is definitely going to be fucking wanting to slot you, but there obviously was some, and it's hard to tell who's who. So arresting them is going to be obviously our new standard operation procedure. So civvies, if they're literally within fucking grenade throwing distance to you, or just generally if you've got to walk past them, just give them a quick cable tie, and then obviously go through their inventory. So is this guy clear, Widge? Yeah.
Well, he
Some
did.
weapons, yeah.
So he's
He
got
was
weapons.
carrying.
Okay, so he had an AK. Would you arrested him? Dropped the AK on the floor. Yeah, so we'll leave him in the arrest state. But that's what I want people to start doing now, if we can. When we get you're right there, Widge.
Yeah, the fucking moonwalk.
Yeah.
Mumbo driving back. Fair enough.
Where's Temp? Yes, Temp.
I just want to point out that the civilians will pick up weapons.
Yeah. So if we just start arresting them and just making sure that they've not got grenades or any weapons like that, just put them somewhere safe. Leave the weapons on the floor. Put, we'll have the forces that follow us in and do all the cleaning up come and unarrest them at their disclosure. But I don't want another incident where Azus decides I'm just gonna fucking jump into a civvy and punish something that's going on. That we don't need that happening to us. So from now on, this is going to be our standard procedure then. All right.
Could I make a request then going forward, perhaps from probably require gambler action? We'll need about 5 zip ties each, or 3 at least.
Yeah. We very rarely ever run out of zip ties, but if we do, then I'll try and see if we can get some added to the crate. But I just want it to be a case of in the environments where there are hostile civilians towards us, I'll try and see if we can get some extras, basically. Not in every environment the civilians are going to want to kill us, but you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, if there's if the mission warrants it, we'll request some zip ties. Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Okie doke.
Just want to add to what I said there with disarming the guy and leaving him on the floor. If we really have to leave the rifle on the floor, at least take the magazine out, keep the magazine, because another civilian will come running over. He'll pick that rifle up and he'll start shooting at you.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It's a very good shout. We can do that.
Keep the magazine, was that?
Well,
yeah, just keep the magazine or stow weapons or something in a Vic if we have a Vic.
Ben, look for on.
But in order to take out the magazine, we actually have to replace it without weapon, then manually take it out. It's a bit of a hassle.
Just take it with me. Keep it safe.
Yeah, but only when you have space left in your backpack.
I'll just put it in our warrior.
Yeah,
by the way,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it comes to it that we have to just leave it on the floor, at the very least, just take the magazine out.
We'll play it by ear in the moment, but it's a good mechanic to be aware of.
can anyone else point?
No.
Nope.
What about gesturing?
Well, where did the warrior go?
Gestures were. It's Bradley, not a warrior.
We should just drive the Bradley over the AK. Then it's disabled.
It's an AK. Probably not.
Sadly, it's not. If you've ever been to Dutch camps and stuff where they have AKs, they will drive a tank through a muddy field over an AK and shoot the AK afterwards. It will work.
Yeah, over mud though. I mean, I watched a video where they were like, "Oh, the baby fell out the tractor." It got ran over,
AKs
but
are
it was
forbidden.
fine.
Like any firearm is forbidden in our country. So what sort of people you hang out with?
The military still have AKs that they have confiscated, and they use to test the durability of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really a complete muppet?
Wait, Outla's the one that works for the authorities. You're the one that's supposed to be against the authorities. Bye bye, Victor.
That wasn't nice. Bye bye. Like what? Huh.
Oh, by the way, is the face camo working? I can't look at my own face.
Yeah, it is.
Face camera?
Some like weird stripe thing.
Oh, the camo. Yes, you've got camo.
It was
that the new blade thing?
I don't know. It was fruit. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You've got a mustache, so you can.
Oh, lads, can we just use the teleporter, please, and go to Echo? Right then, so for the next little bit, so what I'm hoping to do then is just to try and get a bit of vehicle crew cohesion going on. So for this part, what I want is, well, first of all, just for today, Temp, do me a favour, drop your demo, your mine detector, and your selfie stick in the Jackal, please, over there. Wigital, I want you to be in charge of the selfie stick, the mine detector, and the demo. As well, sorry Templar, could you drop your firing device in there as well, please? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport Victor over in a second, but we're going to have a little route planned out, which I'll discuss with Schlee and Schlee only, so everyone else jump in the Vix.
I just want to bring up a point.
Yeah, go
on. Whenever you want Templar to disarm something, it's either got to be a good visual on it, or he needs to get back his selfie stick.
Yeah, no,
So,
yeah, good shout. But just for this little part, I'm gonna roll like this for now. Guys, just bear with me. I'm gonna get Victor back.
Hello.
Hello. Could you jump in the Jackal, please, Victor?
Roger.
Alright, Schlee. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a.
That's Templar.
Sorry, Templar, go jump in the Vic. Schlee, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a route. So we are obviously here at the moment, yeah?
Yep.
So I just want to what I want us to do is I want us to come out of here, hook right, then at this dirt road here, I want us to get the warrior going up towards the power lines, and then I want it basically getting up to this little area here. Seen?
Seen.
And then we will be going for an RV of, give me 2 seconds, 099212. Yep, that sounds good to me. We'll also go for the second RV, which will be 095203, reference the chapel.
Could you give me the first group, please?
Yes, so it's
09.
095203. So it should be a chapel, roughly about there. Seen?
Seen, yeah.
Right. Then what I want us to do from there is I want us to move on to a RV for 104199, which will be reference hill.
Seen 193 how?
Yep. And then we will go for an RV of, so basically when we get to that hill, I'll give you the next RV. Right? So all I want us to do is I want us to get I'll put some things along the route, like some targets. There'll be like T-35s or stuff like that. So obviously get the gunner zeroed in on them. They should be within visual sighting of the RV, basically. And you get near the RV, you should be able to see some targets. You may have to scan from there, right?
Right.
Also, as well, what I want us to do is there'll be 3 Ural trucks, yellow in colour. You need to get them detonated as well.
Right, demo charges.
Mhm.
Yellow trucks.
So, yep, yellow trucks. Good to go.
Let's do it.
Set to work, kiddo.
Okay.
What ammo do we want? Do we want the AG rounds or the APDS? I think the APDS.
Anti-tank, please.
Yeah, okay, that's the APDS, correct?
Sounds right. Okay,
Roger.
we'll be moving out, guys. If you can follow us up in the jacket.
I will be using as primary weapon for now. If we don't meet armor, I will use the 7.62s.
Okay. Who just spoke? Repeat that.
Ready on you.
Cool, we're moving out. Templar, take us out. Do you see the marking on the road? We'll just move forward anyway, when we hit the road, head right.
Currently range at 100, but we can rearrange if need be. Oh, I love this vehicle so much compared to the other one.
We're going on a patrol, guys. We're looking for yellow trucks to destroy. Take a right. We're going left on this dirt road here. Nice one. Yeah, footpath.
You're drifting this thing, aren't you?
Yep.
Be honest, this thing feels so much nicer.
Yep.
Slow speed. Just make sure the jackal's approaching RV.
One times building at 114, top of the hill. Seen enemies.
Old vehicle.
Seen movement, not definitely enemy, but seen movement.
Visual. Go and
No
contact the
visuals from here.
Direction.
So it was near the building, was one times movement from, it seemed like yeah. They are there,
Infantry,
they're taking, yeah. There's no infantry, they are in the other Vic.
Yeah, exactly.
We've taken a hull hit, heavy damage. blow you up.
Keep the infantry can flank round the vehicle to the left. Yeah. Get on that building.
Taking explosions.
If you think there's a better flank, by all means take.
I could fire an HE round into that direction, but I've not.
Infantry, don't split up. Oh man, what the fuck are they doing?
Going to infrared, but no visuals on movement due to smoke.
Would you pull back? Vehicle suffered hull damage, I don't really want to push it further.
Something, roger.
Mind put more
1 times 20. For fuck's sake.
Yes, come with that. There's still infantry there.
If you put some suppression down and push out east up the tree line, you might be able to assault.
I'm afraid we have enemies towards the east and towards the south somewhere. Yeah, we took rocket fire from them.
Yeah, copy that. Pull the vehicle back and let's try and get the high ground to the north. We're going to try and flank them round with the vehicle and get a bit of distance on. Reverse.
Shots heard from the east.
Okay, we want to head direct north, bearing 003. Keep the gun facing in.
Roger.
Head 053. Hold vehicle.
Taking shots.
New heading. Face direct south.
Taking shots again.
Engage. Recommend you suppress as well, outlet.
Roger. And no direct visuals.
Vehicles suppressing.
Did see possible vehicle moving to the east, but unsure.
Infantry, if you continue to peel east, you'll get the high ground. Then you both will move in. I've got to admit, it's really hard to command the ground team while in the vehicle.
Yeah, I know, that's why, yeah. Reloading.
That's why I don't feel like this is a good
Ah, 1 times enemy seen. Reference behind the building on the right. He's dead, I think. No, he's not dead. Fuck you. No, it's just his rocket still standing up.
Infantry, let's follow them up, head 134.
And getting it.
Infantry seen on that heading.
Can a Vic keep up fire on them?
Negative, I can't reach up that high. And with the movement, I don't have a steady aim. Oh, that rocket still barely missed us.
Hold vehicle.
Could you move us like forward 3 meters? I'm stuck behind a bush.
Heading 222. You might want to, yeah, head on that direction. Try to get to the right of red team. Okay, hold it. Scanning the horizon. No, outlive, I'm doing that if you stay on the target.
Yeah, I'm looking at if there's target near the house.
We've got 2 tanks bearing 341.
Did you say tanks?
Yep. Outlive
Turning
engaged.
around. Yeah, I'm turning around.
Range is 0304. Horizon. Yeah, go for. Make sure you're going for kill shots.
Yeah, I'm unsure where to shoot in these tanks.
Can I put out a
More rear, I'd say.
Roger.
Can I sleep?
Go ahead.
When the driver's facing forward and you see an armored contact to the rear, you instruct the driver to turn to the heading, not the gunner to turn to the heading.
Right.
It will keep the frontal armor
They seem not to die.
and the gunner will be on it already anyways.
I agree. Could you point the vehicle 340? Templar, thank you. Ground team report, once it's clear, could you go back to the Jackal and collect that and bring it?
Yeah, I've hit both of those Vics with 6 rounds with armor pen, but they do not seem to get.
Yeah, we'll say they're disabled. Scanning for the secondary target. Report if you see any yellow trucks.
Because I have one time scamper crate in this check like this. Victor, we're moving.
Remember that when it comes to a
Yeah, scamper, as long as you don't abuse the Buddhist.
You want to be
Misfire,
not
sorry.
explosive.
Misfire.
Explosive.
We will not
you want to be making
where
sure
the
that when
Buddhist
you're
join
using
as
that,
a
you're aiming
meditation
for the engine and actual crewmen.
Oh, okay, Roger.
It has very little to pretty much no explosive properties, so you're pretty much trying to use it to sort of snipe crew positions and damage the engine specifically.
Roger.
Okay, we'll be heading south on a road if we can find it. If you want to face that way. And the Jackal should be here, but I can't see it.
We're all aboard. Now's also a good time for me to put out there that you did something this time around that I've been waiting for you to do and been wanting to talk to you about. When it comes to giving me directions, always the best thing with you, the best result for me,
How we doing, guys? We alright?
Give out a heading. So not the yellow building this or that or this. You just give me the heading, how far I'm going, and I'll do it.
Yep, okay. I'd just like to give references as well. Right,
Just
we're
remember,
moving out.
I've got a tiny little porthole. Reference to me most of the time falls away.
Okay.
Right, yeah, we're ready to move out now, chap.
Should we not get the hull repaired?
Templar, move out.
It's a good question, but okay.
We actually need a vehicle repair. Hold.
Yeah, roger that. Let's get engineer on that, please. As soon as it's repaired, let me know.
Actually, if you keep the commander one set to the well opposite of mine, so I take
I'm with you.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Just what you know, the gun. Always keep it where the highest threat is, and the commander just sort of like scans.
Yeah. I reckon the highest threat is at 160-ish.
Yeah, down the road, exactly.
Okay, we're all done.
Right, guys. So we're now pushing on to an RV, which is marked on map as Chapel RV. Be advised, we are looking for Euro trucks on route. So if seen, we need to put one-time remote charge on it and blow it up. Come on, guys. We should be good to go now.
Vic's ready, moving out. Move on. Widgie, you're in charge of the ground team when you're on the ground. Make sure everyone's.
Yeah, just on account of my tiny little porthole, it's obviously going to differ from vehicle to vehicle, but just for you, the best result you're going to get is to be like driver forward 037.
Yep.
Something like that. Sweet.
Not through that bush.
Yeah, through that bush or the yellow building, because yeah, there might be one yellow building, but I just might not see it. Be able to see it. Also, Kimbo's picked one of the toughest terrains of this kind of thing, so
It's quite good.
I mean, like to take like a really hit and run bushes and shit. That'd be excellent.
just passed the yellow vehicle. We just passed the yellow vehicle.
Convoy hold. Yeah, vehicle seen. Let's take us out there. We're gonna head east on this road. We're gonna move back to it. Spin us around. They'll follow us out.
Are we moving back just a little bit, Slee?
Yeah, about
Back to
200 meters. You want to turn around?
When it comes to that, I can reverse, hey? So I don't need to turn around, just, if you want me to turn around, that's fine.
Yeah, I would turn around. Just for that. It's quite far.
I have
Can I be advised with ground infantry going to disembark and get a demo charge placed on that Vic?
We've just passed the ground team?
Yeah, copy that. Hold vehicle.
Keeping the gun facing towards the road we were headed towards.
Yep.
Who spotted it, by the way?
Move the vehicle to the... I'm sorry, Templar, you're gonna wait up. To the northwestern side of those guys. And get the vehicle facing up the road.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right, as soon as that's ready to blow, let's get these vehicles turned round and heading up to RV, please, guys. We're behind schedule.
Is he gonna rush us?
Is it a training rush or a real rush?
Don't know. You should do Daddy to it.
Yeah, roger that. Everyone man back up.
What's Victor? No, not Victor. Sugar to Gambler, basically to him.
Who's clung on the side? That looks bizarre.
Victor?
Lee, take us back out, please.
Moving. Templar, let's go.
Is that something new? That thing to be on the side.
I've never seen that before.
No, neither have I. That is marvellous.
Yep. So you need to take a moment, so when you have the headspace, when it comes to moving distances and speeds, we need to have presets. 85% of the time usages, otherwise, I'm sure you can understand it's a bit of an unnecessary. Like if you say forward full, we need to decide on what is full, for example. So
Yeah, I agree. For me, full would be the maximum speed suitable for the environment and the situation.
Yeah, but that, that's me as the driver takes time off of reacting to situations to then decide to try and figure out what speed that is. Like,
Hold vehicle.
Truck.
Hold convoy. We've got some armed civilians ahead.
1 times you're all moving.
Yeah, shoot to disable. Shoot to disable.
One times disabled.
Recommend we get the infantry out now.
I would get us closer, to be honest. They've got a lot of ground to cover.
We've got an infantryman firing 202.
Are you recommending or ordering?
It's the
Yeah, let's board up. Let's bomb it down the road and get you in a little bit close.
Am I do I have free fire?
Let me know when you're in and we'll start moving. Yeah, fire at them if they're shooting at our guys.
Roger.
Return fire. Let me know when you're in so we can move.
You want us to be in the warrior?
Get in a vehicle. The one you were in. Christ.
Rockets!
RPGs, fuck it.
Oh. He's behind the arsenal crate, basically. He's dead. One time's wall just came down
We're moving.
to our
Let's go,
right.
let's go, let's go.
What's the score, man? I've got hostiles down there.
Come on guys, let's go. Full speed.
Hold Vic, Steve. Hold Vic.
Holding.
Go ahead, because someone killed a civvy, the ratings, blah 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 blah, I can't get in the vehicle. Just go on.
Rog, okay. Let's just get let's get down to the civvy. Ceasefire now, ceasefire. Let's get down to that yellow trucks.
Yeah, hold down. ID.
What?
Triggered an ID.
Left side of the church, guy throwing nades.
No visual.
The guy right in
103.
front of us is armed.
Going shots to the
Direct
other side.
front. 223. 223.
There's literally right on top of us.
Yep.
Yep.
Saw one guy looking like Vegas running around, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Vegas are training with us.
Oh.
Right, and that's...
You got one guy conscious, fucking close to the warrior.
Friendly.
Negative friendly.
I thought it was over, to be honest, when Kimbo said, right, let's just get in there.
Me too.
And identified contacts behind building with weapons.
Sounded
Index, guys, index on me.
Okay.
You back. It's not fair.
Sorry, yeah.
Why did you shoot two armed guys down at the checkpoint and you shoot the one unarmed guy there in the truck?
Fall in, boys, fall in. Let's have a little bit of a debrief on what happened then.
The situation with the truck, Caesar, I called it to be disabled. So that's what happened next.
No, it didn't, mate. You disabled the driver.
Yeah.
That truck will still drive.
It should have no wheels, if I'm honest.
Functioning truck.
Yeah,
One
so
functioning driver.
lesson learned: shoot the engine block to disable.
Okay, so shoot the engine, not the wheels. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, guys, even though like these lads have got like guns and they look like they were imposing and stuff, you gotta kind of like weigh it up. If there's unarmed people there, then they might not necessarily be hostile forces. I know it looks pretty imposing having the two trucks blocking the road and that, but if you'd have drove up on there, you would have realised that they weren't going to engage you. The only reason that they started opening fire was because you called to disable the vehicle, which is fair enough. Return fire policy.
We didn't hear the call to decide. Like you came over the crest and we moved the truck so it would block the road, so it'd be a confrontation. And literally, as soon as I started moving the truck, we just got wasted.
Yeah.
There was no like precipitation there.
The only thing I know what I'm doing right now is moving from A to B, and I need to deal with yellow trucks. So I saw a yellow truck moving, and I thought that could move away. We lose it, so stop it from potentially escaping my grasp.
Yeah, that's a good shit actually, mate. Yeah, because we just we've had yellow Urals down the road, like, so we've just blown one of those up, which makes sense why you would have opened up on it. But I was in Zeus at the time, so I didn't actually see. But yeah, obviously the idea was that we got to try and just question every target and make sure that we don't necessarily engage it as hostile and stuff. But fair play. I mean, like, shit hit the fan. It is what it is. You fired on the trucks. They opened fire back. You guys look fucking scary, Seas, by the way.
Well, we weren't gonna engage you guys. We were like, I was expecting you to come over, come down here, and then we'd just be difficult role-playing AI. And then I saw a Bradley or Warrior coming. I was like, okay, well, I'll just block the road so they have to move the trucks or make us move the trucks after disarming us, and then just well, I think you're arranged a bit high because those rounds did not hit the fucking wheels. They the first ones just shredded me straight through the cockpit, straight through the front glass.
We've got a new vehicle crew. Like obviously we use the same 3 people. Like if we get anything like a warrior or anything like that, so we're just blooding in them together as a crew tonight, and we've got the infantry doing a few bits and bobs as well. So it is obviously just a training exercise. But did you range and everything okay on that outlet?
Yeah, I did range everything, but I ranged at one point. I ranged something in behind the truck. It was some guy.
There you go.
Through the window, one of your guys, I think, which I shot in 1 bullet. But that also made me miss the wheels and go 1 up to the driver.
And in true Vegas fashion, if you shoot at them, they're going to shoot you back. So that was pretty cool. It was a good firefight.
We weren't expecting a shootout though. That was the problem. That's why we were standing in front of the trucks and shit. Like we were expecting just to be difficult and be disarmed. But yeah,
it was a good firefight.
Who was it behind the window anyway?
Don't know.
Right.
Are
you supposed to look like that, mate?
It was literally through the hole of the door, through the window behind it, was a guy.
He's got a custom face selected.
Yeah, there was one person behind the asset crate as well.
The asset crate was me.
Yeah, no. Look, at the end of the day, it was a fucking a contact that didn't need to have been made. But I get where your thinking is regarding the yellow trucks, so that's fair enough. I accept that.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not throwing you under the bus out with, but I didn't call to, shoot the guy. I wanted the truck not moving.
Trucks, yeah.
So, threw me under a yellow euro.
So lesson learned: if you're going to call for a disabling shot, don't shoot the drivers. Make sure you get the engine block. But even still, that's a bit heavy. I mean, you could have investigated the situation a bit closer. The trucks weren't going to disable, weren't going to drive off. In hindsight, they were just going to block your road. But I get why you thought that because of being the yellow trucks and the brief I gave you. So, nice one. Did you guys enjoy the firefight previous as well? Seas, the one up on the hill.
Yeah, I don't use the warrior. Warrior is cheating, but yeah.
You got some rounds off into it, mate. They needed to repair it afterwards, so those things are as strong as an ox, though. Take quite a bit to put one down, but right then, lads. We're gonna crack on and finish up the rest of the route that I got pre-marked out, Seas. But thanks, guys, for taking part and making it a bit more dynamic than what it was gonna be.
No worries.
So we definitely got a lot we can take away from it.
We'll move aside.
We'll see you down the road, I guess.
Nah, I doubt it, mate. Right.
Your giggle in your voice says enough, Kimbo.
Nah, dude, we'll finish up because it's getting close to finish time now. So I want to try and at least make it round the route. Let's get mounted up. Let's get the warrior through. Vegas is going to kindly move the trucks for us.
One is already moved.
There you go. Could get the Vic, Widge. Cheers, Seas.
No worries, man.
Is it just me, or is anyone else seeing Wright's face like that?
He's scary as hell.
Yeah, he's got a custom face selected. He doesn't have a default face.
Okay, it doesn't want to let me in the Vic.
Yeah, I can't get in the Vic.
Right, okay, I'll put another one down.
Disembark.
Caesar secretly broke it.
Guys, you just need to pardon each other. That's all you gotta do.
Really? That's too complicated. I can get in it now, though. You're right.
I can get in.
We fixed it, Kimber.
I know I'm right. Wunderbar.
Right, let me get my bearings. We're heading south. south on the road. Main road south.
You do know Vegas is still gonna kick her ass now.
Perhaps, probably an
Yeah,
ambush.
stand by, guys. I can't get in that fucking command Vic.
We'll, I'll try and pardon you. How do you pardon, Tim?
Ace interact.
I'm in. No, I'm not. I'm in, sorry. Just lagging.
Now I can't get in.
No worries, I'll get out, guys. Carry on, just let you know where the next RV is, didn't you?
Flea, did you pardon me?
Make Outlive jump in the last, because he's probably the one that's killed stuff, because he's on the gun.
I'm trying to, but the pardon. There you go. Try now.
Cool, it'll work now, trust me.
Okay, we've got it working now.
You see, Shlee, how it works is that if anybody who's unpardoned is in the vehicle, nobody who's outside the vehicle can get in, even if they are pardoned.
So
So
complicated.
somebody in that vehicle needs pardoning, probably the gunner.
Vehicle crew ready?
You need to pardon me, Shlee.
I
Yeah,
already pardoned the Outlive.
let's get pushed out.
Moving. Let's go. Okay, we're going to keep on this road for quite a while. Make sure you've got AP loaded.
Yeah, APDS.
What the APDS basically is a shot. It's a projectile with a projectile inside of it, and the outer part of the projectile is just to compensate for the barrel's diameter. So when it comes out of the barrel, basically the shell breaks off, and the main projectile flies towards the target. Kinetic energy, not it's not propelled.
Ooh, laggy spike.
A little bit, yeah.
Means Kimbo is doing naughty stuff.
So Shlee, we're gonna do an RV on top of that hill, mate, okay?
Copy that. Cut the corner here, you see the gap in the metal barrier? Just go off the road left here.
Okay.
Kind of cut it, we're going on the dirt road there. You'll see it. New heading, exactly 055. We're going to the hilltop. Have we reached holding?
Roger that, let's just get a disembark and then I'll talk you through the next RV. Right, where's Schlee Dog?
Right.
All camo faced up. Okay, mate. We are on this RV here, yeah? Brilliant stuff. What I want us to do is I want us to head on this main road here. Just keep following it up. And the idea is we'll get to around about there somewhere, and then we'll call an index, yeah? Should be still 1 times Ural left. There was going to be 3, but we ain't going to have enough time.
Ural behind you. People getting out.
Roger, just don't engage the Ural. That's not the one. But yeah, there'll be one en route somewhere, alright?
I can take a shot at him.
No. Let's get mounted up and crack on. If you see any targets, any BMPs or anything like that, you're free. You're clear to fire on them. Okay?
Ural is engaging us.
Ural is not engaging us, dude.
Listen to it. It's engaging us.
He's lying. His brother wasn't Ginger.
He's engaging Gimbo. He's driving over him. Oh, that's a shame. Can you honk?
Come on, guys. Let's crack on.
Yeah, copy that. Moving onto the road.
Oi!
Head south. Yeah, you got it. Hold on the when you're on the road.
You're all found again. He is engaging us.
Right, one of us is going to have to arrest this cunt and fucking stop him. Come on.
Your brother
Big
was
crew,
a dark haired, my
infantry
friend.
disembark.
You're a bit ginger there. I don't think that you're telling us the truth.
Keep the gun on the horizon along the road.
Roger.
I think we
Can
should,
someone move in?
Say again, Shlee.
I was just saying, perhaps we should make it a thing where we don't point the cannons at civilians.
No, I wanted to load AG round.
Well, procedure has it that...
Somebody check his vehicle for explosives, please.
This is gonna end badly. He's rigged it.
No, he's arrested. He can't do anything.
Yeah, but there's...
How's it looking?
I fucking told you.
Yep, so it was an explosive.
You were alright.
I turned in like 2 seconds before that happened.
He's not alone.
Yeah, Vic Crew Green. Everyone else okay?
Can we
Yeah,
get some...
infantry's good. I think we're going to leave this bloke here for the dogs. Come on.
Yeah.
Can
Let
we
the
get
crows
some,
have him.
rear security?
Vehicles heading out. Let's go.
Guys, be advised, 1 times enemy seen.
Are you gonna drive over him?
Let's just check this vehicle out a second. Slate, hold vehicle, Vic.
Hold. Holding.
Let's get the vehicle.
What, do you want us to tow the wreck off the road?
Brake. I need this vehicle swept, please, for explosives.
Civilian approaching from the west.
Want me to turn or do you want me to keep facing
Negative,
forward?
negative. Keep your
Roger.
face. That guy's got a tack vest on. That's a bit suspicious.
In the Vic.
Gunshots. Oh, hurt.
Slate, kill that fucking jackal.
Which jackal?
Head northwest. Pronto. Keep going facing
No
them.
visual.
Templar, head, move northwest.
Driver northwest.
Should he steal the jackal?
Load. H.
Yeah. AZ will take a while.
Yeah, Kimbo, I think we've lost them.
Right, someone arrest him, please.
Scanning. Yeah, he stole the fucking jackal.
Right, guys, let's get an index there. It's 1:45 anyway.
Let's regroup with friendlies on the black smoke column 170. Regrouping. I just drove the jackal back. It's convenient. And vehicle crew out.
Close up.
Yeah, like I was watching you over my shoulder. I was like, how the fuck is he not dead?
Yeah, I was wondering how fucking.
I was like, we put a satchel charge in that shit. Like, how are you not dead? Yeah, like engineer you can sacrifice, but like the other guy shouldn't have been there. You should have been a bit further away as well, Kimbo.
The thing I was trying to get my head around though is like with that Widget, you've got the mine detector kit, yeah?
Yeah.
So that didn't ping up for you. Though you aren't the engineer, you are only the grenadier. But he had the mine detector. Is that something that should only be available to the engineer? Or?
Gambler, this is Aaron.
I don't know.
As soon as I put the charge on the other one.
We're currently on our way to base, following the MSR from the northeast. Could you put down some technical vehicles along the way?
It might have been a bit buggy where you saw how the truck and Zeus dragged the
Many
truck
thanks.
places, and we put a satchel charge in it, so it does stay inside the truck. But because I've Zeused it all over the map, it might have been something to do with that.
Oh, okay.
And also, do your business like away from the vehicles. Like, Riot just walked up and stole your fucking jackal.
I know, man, that was terrible. I didn't
Zeus.
realise that we didn't have anyone in there still, but
Just cuff him. Like, if you see anyone, that's another thing, guys. Like, you can't take back shots. Obviously, if you kill someone, civilian stabs can be pissed, obviously, right? But you can cuff people, and you can get resupplies of cuffs. So if you just want someone to hold in position, just go up to them and cuff them. And if they try,
pain, just walk out the back.
if there is a bind for it. So if you go into your like ace bindings, you can hit a key, and if you're aiming at them, it will cuff them.
yeah, I got shift space set as my left shift space set as mine. The only thing he was saying to it was mentioned by Schley was if we come across another mission like on Sunday where we've got like a populace that is hostile towards us, that there's probably going to be a situation where we need to request in more cable ties. I mean, they weigh nothing, don't they? And I think they'll probably gladly let us have them. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but you'll get them like for this Sunday's mission. You will have
cool.
you're interacting around a lot of civilians, so it's a good thing to practice. But yeah, like just look at the way the police use their cuffs. If they think someone's going to be difficult or is going to get in the way, they're not going to arrest them, but they will cuff them for their own safety and for the safety of the officers. Same thing here, but try and keep it away from your vehicles, guys, because if they have like a headman switch or like anything on them, you don't want that near your vehicles. You want to
Gambler,
nip
this
it in
is
the bud.
Harold.
Don't go chasing someone.
This is Gambler. Was that the intended effect, over?
Because that's how you get abducted, basically. Or that's how you you get baited into the wires and things
not
like that.
exactly, but now I know what I need to work on.
Don't be afraid to
Thanks,
just cuff people. Or warning shots. Like when Riot was coming down here, I can't point because the fucking thing's broken. When he was coming down that cliff face where you guys were cuffing D-Dog, or cuffed D-Dog, one of you just turns around and sees him coming down there, yells stop. If Riot doesn't stop, or the AI doesn't stop, one round, either in front of him, or to the right of his, or left of his legs. If he doesn't stop then and keeps approaching, that's the choice where you either cuff him, you can either run forward and cuff him if you feel it's safer, or you then take lethal force because he has ignored a verbal warning and a warning shot. And Riot was walking, so at that you could probably realise he's not a lethal threat. He's just some nosy cunt.
I got to admit, mate, by the time I was working everything out in my head, I'm like, there's Caesar, there's D-Dog, and I could realise, well, where's Riot? He was already shouting Allah Akbar as he was coming running down the hill. Well,
if he's doing that, guys, like by all means, like escalate it. Like if he's yelling stuff like that, or yelling like if he's clearly a hostile civilian, escalate your response. I'm not saying just shoot him in the head straight away, but if he's yelling Allah Akbar and he's got like a backpack on, which he does, he has a big fucking backpack on, I would have shot him halfway down that hill.
That would have been fair enough.
My first thing would have been, as soon as I heard him say it, and he's running down the hill, it
It would have been stop, and I'm firing warning shots into his feet. If he goes any further than those warning shots, then I'm putting rounds into his upper chest, and then I'm running just in case he's got a dead man's switch. Just because that's the kind of thing, that's a tip off that he's got. He doesn't have bombs on him, I don't think, but in mission, in the mission, that's the kind of shit I'd do.
It's the kind of thing you'd expect a suicide bomber to do.
Exactly. If I'm remote controlling a civilian, I will give you guys like a suicide bomber. I'm not gonna like cheat you guys, but I would make it obvious of where I am, so you have enough time to react to me. I'm not gonna cheat you by like placing him behind you or in places you've already cleared, because that's not fair. So I'll give you guys a chance to stop me, but if you don't stop me, I will blow up your fucking vehicle and half your squad in a mission. Yeah, I feel like that's entirely fair. I give people a chance. So that's the kind of thing. You need to be aware of hostile civs, and whilst you can't just put them in the head, escalate your response to them. If you think, like, remember, if they're being remote controlled and you tell them to stop when they stop, you don't have to then go up and cuff them. You can tell them to drop their backpack, drop everything on them, and then like slowly approach you. If that makes sense. If you've all seen cop films, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. And if they're being Zeused, which a lot of them will, like we are now technically, we will listen to commands most of the time.
Well, that's something to bear in mind then, lads. Like, especially wink, wink, nudge, nudge for this Sunday with the civvies and stuff. You know, there might be just the odd one that's remote controlled, so just try and give verbal commands, make it easier for us, yeah. But we'll have to see what the war note states. I'm pretty sure it'll be weapons tight if there's loads of civvies.
I think there was a couple of civilians that were shot in Maris's mission on Sunday. I don't think that was any of you guys. I don't know. I wasn't there, but but if you guys go through the escalation of force appropriately, so verbal warning on shout, warning shots, and then if they ignore those lethal shots, you will not stab will not grill you, because you're doing everything you taught, and you're whilst it may be unfortunately he may be deaf and he may ignore you. You are doing that preemptively to protect your guys. The guy could be deaf, or he could be ignoring you, and he could have a backpack full of C4. So if you go, like I said, if you go through the escalation of force, which is warning, verbal warning, warning shot, and then if he's still coming at you, lethal shots.
Yeah, that's cool. It's all like being in a Vic as well, like on a convoy. If anyone gets too close, it's the same sort of thing. So you just have to treat it exactly the same. Give them the chance verbally, warn them, show them that you mean business, and then fuck me if they still haven't got the picture from that. It's their own fault. Right, boys. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah.
Yo.
The thing that I'm never sure about is, the AI, especially, obviously when not remotely controlled, they have a tendency to just sprint all over the place. So I never know. Yep.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, they go spastic as soon as the rounds get shot.
Yeah. So it's sometimes, especially in a situation where we're being shot at, there's explosions going on, walls are being destroyed, houses are going down, and there's a civilian, sprinting from one side to another side. I struggle a bit myself when it comes to that situation. Like, I could try and cuff him, but it means stepping out of cover in a combat situation.
If he's running directly at you or one of its elements, then and you like I said, you go through the process of stop, and then a warning shot maybe over his head, and he's still sprinting around, like you said, because he's an AI. I think at that point you can engage him, because it's hard to do. It's going to be in a firefight. It's hard to differentiate between what is AI behavior and what is one of us sprinting about trying to dodge you guys so we can get as close to your command Vic as possible and blow it up, right?
It goes against human nature completely. If somebody with a weapon, you're unarmed, you wouldn't run at them. Everything in your fucking DNA tells you do not run at that person because you're going to get killed.
Like I said, whilst the AI running back, if the AI just zipping street to street, and you're close enough to move out and cuff them, or it's safe to move out and cuff them, do so, because like you said, you are all well aware that this Armour AI, or especially civilian AI, go a bit silly once they're in a firefight. The civilians just decide to run out in the open instead of hiding and stuff like that. So if you can cuff them without major risk to yourself, do so. But if they're running straight at, for say, one of your elements, or running straight at your Jeep, and you warn him, he's running straight towards you, you warn him stop, and you think he's an AI, and he hasn't stopped, and you warning shot, and he's still running at you, lethal force. Like I said, stab will not bust you for that, because one, it's armor, and you can't do much about the AI, and two, how do you know which is a civilian, which is spazzing out, and which is one of us and Zeus? In my missions, so it's my mission Sunday, suicide bombers will always have a massive backpack or like a big chest rig, something to hold grenades or bombs in, right? Like if I was just wearing this, ignore the rocket launcher, ignore my rifle. If I was just wearing this kind of stuff, I would not run at you as a suicide bomber, because where am I fitting this bomb, right? It's not really fair. I can't fit a satchel charge on myself. You'd see it in real life, right? It'd be bulky.
Of course we would, yeah.
If we have a backpack, then obviously that's role playing. I have the explosives in there. It's an explosive backpack, and that's the way I've taught Vegas to do it. I said, like, if someone's approaching you, or if they are running at you, and they've got any kind of belt kit, so webbing or plate carrier or backpack, heavy backpack or anything like that, and they're not responding to the escalation of force, just brainstem them. If they're not, we will cuff them, but generally we're not going to have suicide bombers used on us as much, so I wouldn't try and cuff them if I were you guys. I just, like I said, if you go through the escalation of force, and the stab says, "Oh, Blade, Zeus says you shot a civilian," and then Kimbo, you go, "Well, yeah, the civilian was running directly at us. We could not see his back. He did not respond to verbal commands. He did not respond to a warning shot. So we neutralized him in order to bang or safeguard the rest of the convoy."
Yeah.
Stab would have no issue with that, because that is the, and it's unfortunate if he was just an innocent civilian, but maybe you shouldn't be running at guys who are pointing guns at him.
Exactly.
And maybe he should be listening to stop, and maybe he should be listening to warning shots.
Exactly.
So,
That's cool.
Exactly the same with vehicles, although a bit more distance with vehicles, and I wouldn't try verbal. If a vehicle's coming at you, don't try and verbally stop him. Warning shots and then disabling shots, because obviously vehicles are car bombs, like that truck. You know, a lot more of a big threat.
But you've heard it, guys. Then so yeah, obviously if it's running at us and it's a threat, or running at somebody and they can't see him, and you shout stop and he's still going, then you slug him. But yeah, obviously, guys, that's it's going to be that kind of situation like Caesar's just described. I think on Sunday, mate, there was no way that civvy that was getting engaged was going to do harm to anyone. He was at the bottom of a hill, and he was just.
He was swimming, for fuck's sake.
Was it? Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. I had a fucking Vil in my hands. I was dragging him fucking unconscious, but I heard all the shit going on, and I know a few people in Blade weren't very happy about it, because they were shouting, "He's a fucking civvy," and people were still engaging, so it's not great. Right, boys. Cheers, Caesar. Vegas, thank you, lads. I think it's time we get back to the parade line now, so could you throw a
Do you want me to
teleport?
teleport you out?
Yeah, you're quicker than I am at this shit, man. Thank you.
Sorry, I had Akan hook while I loaded in. Do you want me to teleport your guys back as well?
Please, mate, if you could.
Yeah, no dramas. Good shooting, by the way. Like, I think we only got a couple of you when we went lethal, and that was because we'd respawned. So you were killing like more than, even though there's only 3 of us, we've all respawned like 3 or 4 times each. So good effort. Right, Blade, I'm teleporting you any second now. You'll be teleporting as a squad. Ooh, should I teleport you there? Because you're right in front of the cannon that Will's just put a spawn. Oh well. I make sure I'm recording before I teleport you though, just in case.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Who? Kimbo teleported all.
Yeah, guys.
Yo. So now we can get teleported. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, okay, I promise you, Blade, there was a big fucking cannon pointing at the line.
Yeah, I
Deleted
saw
it as
it,
soon
I
as
saw
you. Yeah.
No, there genuinely was one, because I put one earlier just to confuse Aaron.
Sorry?
They asked me to put some technicals down, and so I put a T-30 next to it, just to see what would happen. As it turns out, they stopped in the middle of the street, so I would have had time to shoot them both. Pack 40 style. Let's go. Hey, Scabba, are you coming into land, or are you just going to go over the, around a couple more times? What is he doing?
I don't know, but I have my shadow play ready just in case it's something too humorous.
Is he going to do an AHM?
I don't know what that means.
AHM, what did you try and do earlier? How did you try and stop yourself?
With a cannon?
No.
He's managed to do it. Well, just a tough arrow to the balance. I think that means everyone's back.
We're low in health point.
Right, I think with Gus, we are finally back. So just before I dismiss everyone, Mission Post will be up soon. Maybe not tonight, but certainly tomorrow if it's not. Thanks everyone for coming to training. I appreciate, certainly with the updates and stuff, it was a little difficult. Somehow, some of the medical settings have been set differently in the mission as opposed to the server. How that's happened is quite beyond me, but it will be something that certainly will be looked at before anything is touched on Sunday. Beyond that, thanks everyone for coming. One of the threads, as well as the one that Caesar mentioned about the reporter, that I do want everyone to go and look at, is the thread in respect of the instant death. You guys, we've been doing instant death for, I believe, 3 or 4 weeks now, must be. If we are going to roll it out, we will want to roll it out soon, trademark. And in order to do that, we do need your feedback. Now, a lot of the feedback has generally been very constructive, very positive, so I'm very much approving of that. I haven't really commented on it myself, mainly because of how much of a pro instant death person I am. So I look forward to anyone who hasn't commented on it. I certainly recommend checking out some of the people's longer comments on it, just in case there's someone that something has already said. You can just go like it. But certainly we want to hear as many people in the community commenting as possible. In particularly people like medics who might, well, not necessarily lose out as much, but things where if we do make changes, there might be changes to their role as well. So that's it from me. Anything to add, Caesar?
No, just a reminder about the war correspondent role I mentioned. I bumped the post if you want to read the rules, or not the rules, but what entails in that and what stuff you'll have access to. So if you are interested, please contact me as soon as possible so I can smooth over your absence from the squad, etc.
Awesome. Anything from you, Gus?
No, nothing from Dylan.
Awesome. Anyway, so I will see most of you guys on, or all of you guys on Sunday. That's it. End of training.
Cheers.
See you.
Cheers.
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 What's it?
Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on Sunday for a mission.